Got something here. All right. That's a good sized perch, huh? We do have some teeth. They're not bad. All right. Nice one. I'll take a picture and get this guy released. Okay, let's get this guy out of here. There we go. All right, that was fun. Glad to see this fish out here. I just changed my bait, chucked it for the first time, and we're on. Hopefully we can see this. There we go. Oh, came right out. Ouch. Little guy. There's a little guy. There we go. Whoa. I think I'm on a bat ray or something, or trash. But it is pulling. This thing is like dragging, so it feels like a much more. Oh, busted off. I'm gonna assume that was a pretty big bat ray right there. Down all along this area here, I saw a couple little tiny rays. So I'm not going too far in anymore, but yeah, something was on there just now. Pretty crazy. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Alec today, coming to you from Huntington Beach. Today we are doing some surf fishing. It's kind of dead out here, mostly because it's a Thursday. I decided to take the day off because it's going to be getting really windy and crazy here the next weekend. But for the time being, it's pretty quiet and it's nice. Did not see too many people out here. Been doing some perch fishing, and thus far I've caught 4. I think I've caught 2 of them on video. I'm going to go back and see about catching more, so this might not be the finale, but I thought I'd give a little update and a little intro to what you will be seeing after this. Today I am out here using a Californian, my California CX905. And it's a awesome rod. I just love this thing. The line is 6 to 12 pound rating, so it's a light, and these use a 1/4 to 3/4 ounce weight. Of course, I've got it paired up with a Sharky 2. I know 2 is just the one I had. It's the older one, and it's a 2000 size. Only because I'm constantly getting splashed on out there. Got that carbon handle. Using a Carolina rig with a little worm type sinker, just because again that's just what I had. I didn't have a chance to go and get anything different. and I'm using different types of baits altogether. But one of the baits, of course, the old standard is the gulp, right? Now we had a hard time finding some of these gulp worms during the pandemic and in the end of the year, and I ended up finding some of the 6-inch stuff, and it was such a mess. Like, I don't know what happened. The one thing that's really bad about gulp stuff is that, you know, I sealed that bag just fine, and for some reason that thing just started leaking and getting all over the place. So I put it into another bag, and now it's just like just a mess. So I'm not exactly sure. I need to rebag this or get rid of this thing altogether. But I've been taking these 6-inch ones because I couldn't find the 2-inch ones, and I've just been cutting them in half. And when I cut them in half, what I do is I thread my hook a little bit higher so that a little bit more of the worm is on the shank of the hook into the line, just to kind of get more exposure of that hook towards the bottom there where I think the fish are biting at. The hook I'm using is a size 6 Eddie bait holder. I prefer to use those types of little bait holder hooks, and tend to just get it out there, and I'm using a 6-pound fluorocoat. It's like a monofilament slash fluorocarbon or fluorocarbon coated monofilament, using, just like I said, that worm weight. I think that's about a half, or maybe 3, I don't think it's 3/4, but maybe a half ounce or so, with a clear bead, and just working the waves, looking for different depressions, looking for different areas where there's kind of like what was described as troubled water all over the place, and kind of different types of swirls. A couple of different things about the current. I decided to come in and give this a little break right now because the bite just like dead stopped, and I happen to know that right about now it's a high tide, so it's just a slack tide is what we call it. It's just dead, so the bite just straight up just ended, and I think it has to do with that. But yeah, I've been doing pretty well so far, and hopefully we catch some more. We're not leaving quite yet, but we're gonna head back out there and see if we can catch some more, and try to see if we can coax some more in there. So yeah, hopefully with any luck we'll get on some more fish, and stay tuned for the fish I did catch. If I did catch more, I'll film some more later on, and tell you guys what was successful. I do have all kinds of different stuff, including cut down plastic baits that I've been using, and different types of worms and everything. So I'll let you guys all know what was successful out here today. Talk to you soon. I'm on another little, I do believe I'm on the smallest perch that is in the ocean here. I'm on something. There. Is that the winner? Is that the winner? The smallest perch available in mankind? Now we're on something bigger. I think it's a bat ray or something, because hit my line pretty solid, but it's coming in kind of flat with very little head shakes. So I'm gonna work it with the wave, keep tight on the line. Here's some wave action here, and I can bring it in. It's got heft to it, it's definitely bigger. It's walking me down the beach a little bit. I've got my drag not too tight. There's some head shakes. Giving me a little bit more. Yeah, I kind of figured it was a ray. It looks like I snagged it. So it's got its tail whipping about, so I'm probably just gonna let it flap out and cut that. Definitely gotta try to stay away from its tail. There we go. I just got hit again. I hope it's not another stingray. But it feels like it again. Maybe not. Yeah, it is. That one was pretty close to the shore. These surfers should really be careful here. Hope it's not the same one. First thing I do is I always flip them over just so I can have a little bit of advantage. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we're just finishing up our session here at Huntington Beach. Hopefully I had a good time watching what I had to show there. Picked up those weird 2 rays towards the end there as the tide was at full high tide, kind of just beginning to move down. Really, one was foul hooked, one was in the mouth, but for the most part, they're still a fun fight anyways. Catching some little tiny, you saw those little tiny perch being caught. I had switched over colors. Starting from the morning, I was using the gulp sandworm. Then I had moved over to like an oxblood, like a darker red with red flake. Then I picked up one more, and then the last one I picked up was with a green pumpkin with like a goldish and bronze flake or orange flake in there, and that was doing really well. So I was getting a lot of bites, but nothing committing. So maybe my bait was too big, maybe my hook was too large, or maybe I was just getting bit by I was in a nursery or something, and I was just getting bit by the little tiny guys. So totally either the case. At any rate, still a great time here. I haven't been surf fishing in, I don't know, several weeks, even maybe more than a month, and still have a good time whenever the tides are right. So I think it's all about condition. The tides right now are pretty strong. I was getting rocked around pretty well, and as I was standing still, I was getting dug in and embedded a little bit more. So I feel like the tides were kind of moving. There was a lot of water current, but when the high tide hit, everything just kind of stopped for a little bit. And then as it was decreasing, then I got hit with those rays and but again, foul hooked and maybe some of the babies. So, you know, it was still a good time. Like I said, picking up bites all over the place, and maybe if I was a little better, I would have gotten those too, but still had a fun time here. Starting to get busy. The surf school just showed up, so I'm going to be out of here. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything I did here, please feel free to like and subscribe. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. I took out the Runsel for the first time. This is the fishing waders that I reviewed on my channel, the budget waders that I recently got. I actually didn't use the front portion of it all because I was using the my Decathlon fishing vest, which I love. I think this is a perfect solution for bringing your stuff to the surf and keeping everything together. But the Runsel, I really like the pockets. I'm sure I'm going to be using it eventually. The one thing, wear socks. I didn't have a problem taking my feet out of the boots, but they did start to get a little bit, you know, like sticky in there. I know that there's like that coating and everything, but you might want to just always wear socks. That's one thing I majorly forgot to do today. I really should have thought about that. But yeah, we're packing up and we're out of here. Take care, all.